here after the half hour. So what comes here is, what do most students do when they finish reading something in their book? They close it. Why do they close it? Because they're done. And usually they have a smile on their face or relief. They're going, yes. And then as they walk away, every step they take, what happens? It starts leaking away. Like some of those words did when you thought you had them all and then they just vanished somewhere. Like what happened? So the best thing to do, which is requiring a new little habit for some of you, is to always take a couple of minutes to review before you get up and take your break. If you did these two in reverse order, that would be better than not reviewing at all. But even in those 5 minutes, you're going to lose a lot, and you're trying to hold it in there so that it kind of goes from your short-term to your long-term memory. Now, again, what was the first word that I showed you on those cards? Pen. And you remember that, and you'll probably remember that for a while because you saw it a lot. Okay? The other words you only saw once. And usually for your memory, once is not enough. You need repetition. So I want you to kind of think of this for a second. If, let me go ahead and start this with you too. If I had done this instead, if I had held up all of these cards and I went through them the exact same way that I just did, and then when I was done, I didn't let you write them. I went through all of them again. And then I went through all of them again, 3 times. And then I asked you to write. I know everybody here would have remembered more. A few words more, or maybe a lot more, because when you see things repeated, it helps. So one of the things you can do is after you're done reading, go back to the first page you just read during those 25 minutes and then quickly skim down the columns, look at the bold print headings and the bold print words and all of the basic important things, not study them hard, just look at them again. And when you look at things again right after you've learned them, they stick better. And so that's one of the main reasons why this immediate review helps. Now, even if a person does all 3 of those things, it doesn't mean they're going to remember everything. But it helps a lot over just sitting and reading and then getting up afterward and wondering, why can't I remember anything that I just read? Okay? Anybody have any question about any of this? Okay. The next thing that I want to talk about is something that some of you in here are having to struggle with this semester. Others maybe not, but you will probably next semester. And that has to do with vocabulary or definitions. What I always tell students is that if you're in a class in college that ends with ology, you're going to have a lot of vocabulary to learn. So psychology, biology, sociology, they almost have their own language, so there's a lot of vocabulary. Even other classes, you would as well. Well, one of the things that I've discovered over the years of teaching is that most students, when they have a big set of definitions to learn, they do it the wrong way. They think it's the right way, but then when they get to the test, bad things happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down a definition on the board, and I'm going to use that as an example in just a minute of something. I don't know how many of you are familiar with this word. Some people usually are, and some haven't really heard of it before. But I'm going to just copy here the definition of this word. And then, as I said, I'm going to use this in a second. Okay, now if you